So how did the idea come about?
So I was living at home with my parents during the pandemic. I was working remotely for the first time, and I realized, I had so much free time in the evenings. I was reading a lot, and I decided, I've always wanted to write. I've never been able to finish a book. My goal for that year was just, let's finish something. And the idea came, my parents are lovely, but they've been trying to do some matchmaking. Like, that's a very real thing that's happened for me. And, these questions about how do we find love, and, what does matchmaking look like in the modern world? Like, my parents had an arranged marriage and they're very happy, but they did that back in India. Things are really different here. And so, like, thinking about how does that process work here? Could it work here? Those are all the questions that were in my mind. And so they kind of just came out on the page. Sometimes parental pressure is so much, like, maybe you would just pretend to be engaged to get away from all of it. And that's where it really, the idea for this book came from.